You wake up feeling completely fine. By breakfast, your neck aches and a chill runs through you. By sundown, you are dead. This wasn't a hypothetical, it was a real disease, and it had a name: the English sweating sickness. It first swept through England in 1485, arriving out of nowhere, days after Henry Tudor took the throne. People at the time didn't need medical language to describe it. They just needed one sentence: merry at dinner, dead at supper. Because that's genuinely how fast this disease could move. A person could feel completely healthy in the morning and be dead before the sun went down the same day. Here's where it gets strange. Most diseases in this era tore through the poor first. The malnourished, the weak, the very old, the very young. The sweating sickness didn't care about any of that. It went after the strong. Healthy young adults, wealthy nobles, men in the prime of their life, dropping in the middle of a normal day. Some historians believe it may have even killed Prince Arthur Tudor, heir to the English throne and Henry VIII's own older brother. If true, the entire course of English history, the reign of Henry VIII, the break from the Catholic Church, all of it may trace back to a disease no one could explain, name, or stop. The disease itself unfolded in a sequence almost too fast to treat. First, a sudden sense of dread. Cold shivers without warning, then dizziness, a splitting headache, deep pain in the neck, shoulders, and limbs, as if the body was being wrung out from the inside. Within hours, the fever hit, and then the sweat. Not ordinary sweat. Witnesses described it soaking through clothing, through bedding, pouring off the skin as the heart began to race and the mind grew delirious. Doctors at the time had no idea what they were dealing with. There was no known cause, no known cure, just a brutal private countdown, from perfectly healthy to dead in under 24 hours. This disease terrified the most powerful man in England. Henry VIII didn't fear armies. He didn't fear political rivals. He feared this. Historical records show he fled his own palaces multiple times during outbreaks, moving from residence to residence, trying to outrun something that left no trail to follow and gave no warning before it struck. If the King of England was running from it, you understand exactly how little control anyone actually had. The sweating sickness returned again and again: 1508, 1517, 1528, 1551. Each time it swept through fast, killed hard, and then went quiet, sometimes for a decade or more. In 1528, it crossed into continental Europe, reaching Germany and beyond, terrifying an entire continent that had no idea what was coming for them or why. And then, after 1551, it stopped completely. No confirmed case of the English sweating sickness has ever been recorded since. Not in the following century, not in the following 5 centuries. It simply left in the same unexplained way it arrived and never came back. Modern researchers have a leading theory: a hantavirus, a family of pathogens carried by rodents, capable of causing exactly this kind of fast, brutal, sweat-soaked collapse. But here's the problem. There is no surviving sample of whatever actually caused this disease. No tissue, no pathogen, nothing preserved to test. Every modern theory is built entirely on 500-year-old written descriptions of symptoms. We are trying to diagnose a killer using nothing but the terrified handwriting of the people who watched it happen. Which means the honest answer is this: we don't actually know what the sweating sickness was. We know how fast it moved. We know who it preferred to kill. We know it frightened a king badly enough to make him abandon his own home. But the thing responsible for all of it has never been identified, and at this point, it likely never will be. For 5 outbreaks across 70 years, something moved through England that could take a healthy adult from breakfast to a grave before nightfall. Then it vanished, completely, permanently, from the human timeline. No warning when it arrived, no answer when it left. Just a 5-century-old case file still open, still unsolved, waiting on evidence that no longer exists to find.